Okay, so I've got a different microphone now. If someone can let me know in the comments if you can hear better now. I don't know if it was a problem with my computer or my microphone, so I don't know if this one's going to be any better. Hey, Evelyn, we're just trying to figure out some technical difficulties here. Hopefully you can hear me this time. The first time we tried, the audio was no good, so I had to end the stream. No static. Okay, so we've got a problem with our wireless mic. That's perfect. Okay. Thanks, Pete. I just had to go back to the old trusty USB mic, I guess. Sorry for that. I guess the moral of that story is when you build a brand new PC, you should test every piece of it and not trust that everything is working, kind of thing. Because this is the first live stream I've done since sort of getting my new PC set up. So it was, as far as I could tell with StreamYard, everything looked like it was working, but apparently it was not. So I'll try and get that sorted out before the next live stream kind of thing, because I like using I'd rather use my wireless mic kind of thing, but we will make do with the USB mic tonight. So how's everyone's Thursday going? It's been stinking hot here in Ontario, and now we've got some, we're dealing with some really bad smoke coming from some forest fires in northern Ontario. So it's like we're all living in a permanent campfire right now here in southwestern Ontario. And I know Toronto was, the air quality was pretty bad yesterday as well. But yeah, so, you know, as if it wasn't bad enough that we were dealing with the hot weather, now we're dealing with heavy smoke. It's like it's foggy out kind of thing, but it's permanent. Like it's not blowing away during the day. So, and like I say, yesterday wasn't too bad, but today it's even getting into the house and we can smell it inside, which is, you know, not ideal, of course. So yeah, hopefully everyone's doing okay this week. I do apologize for the first try here. We haven't had technical difficulties like that for a while. But I guess it happens sometimes. And like I say, a lesson learned. We will probably, I'm going to take that first one and unlist it so that it doesn't show up for anyone else. But here we are. So it's been a while. You know, it's been, what was the last live stream we did? Almost a month ago. So thanks everyone that's coming in. I kind of ashamed that first live stream didn't go so well, because it seemed like there was quite a few, like some even new people in the live stream. So I do apologize for that. But let's see who is back again. We've got Aaron is here. Kendra's still here. Evelyn's here. Scratch and Pete. Brenda's in the house. Thanks everyone for coming back. Yeah, I know it's sort of blanketing a lot of the states as well. Yeah, Aaron's saying they're getting the smoke in Buffalo as well. I can imagine that for sure. I don't even remember which side. Does this side sound better on this mic? Why? I don't know why it keeps saying my mic is unplugged, and then winds up muting me for some reason. So I don't know. I hate technology. Anyways, coffee walks, whatever is here. It's good to see you. Yeah, audio went out. Like I say, technology is a great thing when it works, for sure. So what's happened over the last month? I know it's, I think Kendra was talking in the first the live part that was, we had to cancel about things slowing down on YouTube here. And I think it is kind of weird in one way. Like, I don't know if it's just because it's summertime, and people are busy, so there's not as many people online kind of thing to interact with what you're doing. We've got Donna back here and Brian's back as well. It's good to see you. But yeah, I definitely do notice a little bit of a slowdown here on YouTube. The last video that we put out on Sunday, which was our first stuffed chaffle recipe, is doing pretty good. Overall, it's I'm happy with the way it's been received, and the way I like to look at videos and judge performance of a video is if we get multiple comments from new people to the channel, right? Because I know a lot of you that are even here tonight are always commenting on the videos, which I definitely really appreciate. But when we get new people to the channel commenting on videos, I think that's a big sign of, what you're doing being, received well, kind of thing. So in this past video that I put out on Sunday, it's, I don't know how many comments it's got, which is one thing I like to judge is comments to see, what kind of interaction there is with it. And there's almost 100 comments on that video, which is really good for one of my videos. So thanks for the gifted membership, Brian. Ventures with Jay videos got that. Cool. Thank you for that, Brian. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah. So like I say, it's, I think like Aaron's saying here, wondering if it's seasonal, depending on your niche. My camping videos, or I thought that was Aaron. So it's Adventures with Jay videos. Depending on niche, my camping videos have seen an uptick lately, which would make sense because it is that season, right? It is weird though how sometimes you're right, with the niche, it can definitely be impacted by the time of year for sure. It's just been weird on YouTube lately. There's been sort of less interaction overall, I find, it's, but all we can do is just keep doing what we're doing, and hopefully it comes back, kind of thing. So yeah, Brenda had a stuffler that blew up on her. So which is definitely no good. Hopefully it's just a one-off kind of thing, but I enjoyed the first experience with the stuffler for sure. It was a fun thing to try. And again, if you didn't know, it's Kendra from Consume the Goodness was the one that she sort of talked me into getting one of those waffle irons, and I think it's definitely going to be a lot of fun to try different recipes with. So you saw Jeremy come in. It's good to see you, Jeremy. PJ's Homestead Adventures is back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Again, to everyone coming back in, I do apologize for the technical difficulties we had in the first try of this live stream. Aaron has a Stuffler, don't use enough. It's funny, I did, and this is one of those other things that I do like about doing new content like this. The number of comments I got on that video saying, "Oh, I've had one of these for a year and I haven't used it," and that seeing that video has sort of inspired people to use it again. And I've even had one video already where someone said that they went right out and ordered one. So those kind of things make it worth it as a creator kind of thing, because that means that you've done something that sort of made a difference to someone, right? Which is, I guess ultimately what, as creators, what we're trying to do. So I wonder if AI has anything to do with it's hard to say. It could. The one thing we have noticed is that YouTube is making a lot of changes on their end. As creators, it's like every time we log into YouTube, into our dashboard nowadays, they've made some sort of change to the way things look and with what you can do with your content and everything. So it seems like every time they do stuff like that, it also affects everything. It might be just small changes that they're making, but it sort of affects the whole platform kind of thing. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, the only good thing I can say of it is that usually when you do see a slowdown like this, once things do pick up, they usually pick up quite well. So, which is good for us, right? So yeah, Kendra's noticed the changes too. Yeah, there's been a lot of changes, sort of, and it's these kind of changes that nobody asked for or nobody really needs, but they make them anyways. Like I say, they've been cosmetic changes on the dashboard that, okay, they're cool and everything, but does it really need to happen? Probably not. So, like I say, we'll see what happens. As long as it's still running, that's all I really care about. Big Family Expeditions here. Week's going okay. Like I was saying earlier, it's been super hot here. We had a few days of just unbearable heat. Now we're dealing with the smoke from the forest fires in northern Ontario that's sort of blanketing, big portions of, Ontario and some of the northern states as well. So like I say, it's as if we're living basically 24/7 beside a campfire, which is really not a good thing. So and the air quality, like if you're working outside or you're outside for any length of time, it's really annoying. So Father Lawless World TV is in the house. Thanks for coming by. Good things are still happening, even with the lower views, though. I was asked to be a brand ambassador for Marich. Okay, cool. Still in the works, but really cool possibility. That's awesome. You've done a lot of work with them already, so I'm not surprised that they want you to be an ambassador. If you want to share a link to your channel, just type #Thrive in the chat and Nightbot will drop a link to your channel for you. Yeah, really bad air everywhere. Any thoughts on doing the puzzle again? Yep, for sure. I need to get back to doing my gear ball puzzle kind of thing and get that done. And then, yeah, maybe we'll do another sort of series of doing puzzles and stuff like that. Like I say, I always enjoy doing different things. It's one of those things. And again, I don't always like dragging it right back to YouTube, but it's kind of, as a creator, we're always trying to build on any kind of momentum we can get with the channel, right? So, for the past couple of months, 2-3 months, we've been doing okay every week. The videos have been getting some attention, but the idea is to try and build on top of each weekly video. We're always trying to grow the actual views and watch time week after week kind of thing. And ultimately what happens is, you can get to the point where, you're putting a video out once a week, and then every week that video is getting, 1,000 views or 500 views or whatever. And things will roll along for quite a while. And then you'll put something out that just underperforms. And then unfortunately what that does is it sort of takes away some of that momentum that you've built up on your channel. And you can always get it back. It just takes a while. The problem with what I do here is that if I do anything sort of off brand on the channel, it really drops the momentum of the channel. I love doing off brand kind of content and doing fun, different things. It just seems that, if I do it as a video, it definitely hurts the channel in the long run. So like I say, it might be the kind of thing we need to continue doing as part of live streams, right? So, because that doesn't really impact the channel in any way. So maybe my employer and YouTube work together, making updates they think everyone will like, but yeah, but no, they never ask that we want them, for sure. Everyone's dropping a link to their channels. Ruby's back. Thanks for coming in, Ruby. Target Prime Rib is here. Thank you for dropping in. I'm all about building my channel and helping others as well. Yeah, that's a good thing about, sort of this community that I'm, happy to be a part of, is that, we're all here to try and support each other, right? There's nothing, I hope as a creator that even if tomorrow something just blew up and we wound up with 50,000 subscribers, I hope that I could still be the same as I am today, where my sort of real goal is just trying to help other creators and other people in the community, right? It's, like I say, that's, I guess, one good thing about just growing slowly is that, things don't change very rapidly, I guess, when you just consistently grow as a channel instead of sort of growing overnight. And then you're having to deal with, a lot more attention all at the same time. Let's see what else is going on. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Nikki Silver Stacker's here. It's good to see you. See you just stopping by. I do appreciate it. Kate McLean is here from Eastern Ontario. Thank you for coming in. Everyone's connecting with each other. Katie's here dropping a gifted membership. Thank you for that, Katie. Who got that? No, Nikki Silverstacker got that. Awesome. Thank you for doing that. Just want to make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah. So again, if you have a channel, just type #Thrive in the chat, and Nightbot will share your link. And, I do suggest everybody, connect with each other here. I can definitely vouch for everyone here being worth connecting with. And as I look at it, my subscription for Nikki Silver Stacker is gone. So let's put that back on so that I won't miss live streams from that channel again. Good to see you, Katie. Luigi is here as well. Thank you for coming in. Someone from the ketogenic woman community, good friend from over there. Katie's just asking how everyone's doing on this fine Thursday evening. We've got one more day till the weekend here anyway, so can't complain about that. So what else can we go over? Like I say, it's been a month since we did a live stream. We did, the channel did reach 8,000 subscribers last week. I think it was something like that. Which getting from 7,000 to 8,000 is happened pretty quick. It happened quicker than I expected for sure. So I do appreciate everyone that helped with that. You know, being part of a supportive group of people is definitely a big part of that. And then last week, I think we also, let me just take a look at it. I think it was last week as well. And it's funny how this is lining up, but the channel reached 800,000 channel views total for the lifetime of the channel. So it's kind of weird. Like, I think when we made it to 7,500 subscribers, we are at 750,000 views, and now we're at 8,000 subscribers, and we're sort of just over 800,000 views. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. But yeah, it's one of those weird things, I guess. Make sure we're not missing anything here. Nikki Silver Stacker just asked for a raise at work, and hopefully you can get that raise. They're at 471 subscribers, getting really close to that 500, which is a important part or important milestone in a YouTube channel's growth kind of thing. If you didn't know, once you get to 500 subscribers, if you can get 3,000 hours of watch time, then you can get partial monetization. You know, then you can get your super chats and your memberships and all that stuff, which, you know, is a good part to have. And then the second step is the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So yeah, 500 is a big number for sure. Do you know if hyping your channel helps very much? You know, Donna, I really don't know. We've tried, you know, like we're trying to use it. The hype feature sort of, if the channel gets enough hype points during the week, it gets put on a sort of leaderboard. But from what I have seen, sort of thing, it seems like the channels that are up there on that leaderboard are parts of communities that's all they do is hype. So it's kind of hard to keep up with them. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze here, but so it's hard to say. AK deserves a little shimmy pre 10K dance. Yeah, no, you're going to have to wait. Yes, we are definitely getting the wildfire. It's no longer fog. It's straight up smoke for sure. You know, like I was saying earlier, it's like living next to a campfire 24/7. So It's not fun at all. Yesterday afternoon when it first started, it like everything was yellow and orange, like the skies. Like you look outside and all you saw was like yellow and orange. It was kind of crazy, actually. And it smells very bad. Like even my clothes when I come in from being at work for the day smell like smoke. That's how bad it is. It's like I say, it's as if you were hanging out at a campfire all night long. That's how bad it is. So, not fun at all. Cruising on the high seas and travel is here. It's good to see you. Yeah, I think the hypes might help, but I've heard about people using side accounts to hype themselves. Probably better to actually watch and comment on videos. Absolutely. Like I think ultimately that's sort of the best part. Again, it's one of these things that, YouTube gives it to us, so we should be using it. But I think ultimately the problem, and I'll speak for myself, is a lot of times I forget to even use my whatever, how many hypes they give you for the week. Like it's like 3 hypes or whatever. I'm personally always forgetting to use them too. So, and it's one of those things that we can't confirm that even if your channel made it onto that leaderboard for like the hype leaderboard, would it make any difference? Would it get you any more views or subscribers or any of that? We just don't know, right? So, let's see. All my umpiring was canceled today and yesterday. Yeah, they had there's a big sort of yearly festival that goes on here in London called Rock the Park. It's like a 4-day music festival that goes on every year, and they had to cancel it part of the way through last night, and tonight they had to cancel it as well just because of the air quality. So definitely not good. And then all outdoor sports, that's all been canceled across the city as well. They're pretty much telling people to stay indoors if they have to. So, or if they, they're better off to do that. So, Isabel is here. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Brenda hypes her favorites. That's the best way to do it, really. Like you say, we try to hype. I personally think if you're going to hype something, you should hype like videos and not sort of like live streams and stuff like that, because live streams aren't really the replay type content. So I would definitely wait and use them for videos, for your favorite videos from content creators throughout the week kind of thing. So yeah, that's channel updates as far as where the growth of the channel is. And again, getting to 8,000 subscribers, couldn't have done it with all of you. So I definitely thank you for that. And on that topic, we will be doing a giveaway. I'm not going to sort of say what we're going to give away yet, but we're going to do something a little bit different for this one. In the past, we've done giveaways as part of a live stream kind of thing, just with people that are in the live stream. For this next giveaway, we're going to do like an actual giveaway video. So maybe this Sunday's video, I'm not sure if it's going to be this Sunday or the Sunday after. It'll be in the title and the thumbnail, so you'll know. And this is sort of just heads up for everyone that's here tonight at the live stream. It's going to be a video basically where I'll let you know what you can win. But then it's going to be a secret word video kind of thing. So you're going to have to watch the video and then comment under the video with the secret words in the the comment section. So the words that I put up on the screen kind of thing. So I just want to have a little bit of fun with it. And we're going to let this giveaway run for probably 30 days for a full month before we do the drawing, just to give everyone a chance to enter in to the giveaway. So watch for that. Again, it'll be you'll know which video that is. It'll be part of the thumbnail, and it'll be part of the title of the video. But I do, it's one of those things that I want to do something to acknowledge the support that everyone's given the channel. I think it'll be fun. Like you said, like Paul is saying, we'll see. I'm going to package it in with another stuffed chaffle recipe video. So it won't just be a video about doing a giveaway. It will be as part of another recipe video. I'm hoping to put together 3 or 4 new recipe videos this weekend and then get them ready for the upcoming weeks kind of thing, so that we can continue to have weekly videos. I hope everyone was okay with moving the video premieres to Sunday evening. We will we're going to continue with Sunday evening. Now, depending on the length of the video that I put out each week, I will always make sure that it is finished playing before Anita from Ketogenic Woman goes live at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if it's under 15 minutes, if the video is under 15 minutes, we'll start at 6:45. If it's over 15 minutes, we'll start at 6:30. So just a heads up kind of thing, that it could be either 6:30 or 6:45. Obviously, I don't want to run into while Anita's going live, because I like to support that community. So I just thought Sunday evenings may work better than, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, especially during the summer. It just seems like a lot of people are already doing things. So I saw Low Carb Spin came in. Thank you for coming in. I definitely appreciate it. Another great channel with amazing recipes over there. Yes, we are going to do a giveaway. I'm excited about this one for sure. I think I already talked to you about it, Kendra, but mom's the word until we release the video. PJ St. Pierre, thanks for coming back. I saw you at the first live stream where we were having audio troubles. You have a Stuffler ready to grab the video. Cool. Like I say, it's one of those things where, we can thank Kendra from Consuming the Goodness for talking me into, or sort of not introducing me to the Stuffler. I've seen it before kind of thing. And it's not a new device. It's just I had never thought about getting one for the channel. So we are definitely going to have a lot more stuffed chaffle recipes. I haven't sort of completely abandoned the regular chaffles. I just think that this is a new sort of thing that we can add to the channel, and then get some even more interesting recipes with this new waffle iron. So I'm definitely looking forward to making lots more. And then I think we're going to we haven't sort of firmed it up completely, but Kendra and myself are going to try and do a live stream, like a co-live stream on I think the 29th. So it's a Wednesday night. So Kendra usually goes live Tuesday. I usually go Thursday. I think we're going to try and go on the Wednesday night. And then we're going to each make stuffed chaffles live on the live stream. So it'll be interesting. I don't I've done live cook-alongs where I just cook something, but I've never done it where we both tried it. So it'll definitely be fun. So watch for that. Again, that's on the 29th of this month. So thank you for that. Like I say, it's one of those things. I look back on YouTube, when I first started, when I first started making content for YouTube, there was zero thought whatsoever that I'd ever be making recipe videos and sort of basing my whole channel around recipe videos. But sort of here we are 5 years later, kind of sort of that is the focus of the channel. We do some other fun stuff too, but for the most part, it's all about the recipe, and it has been the recipe videos that have ultimately built this channel. So again, if you told me that 5 years ago, I would have been like, yeah, you're crazy. There's no way, I'm going to be someone who doesn't even know how to operate a camera half the time, going to be making recipe videos. But, like I say, here we are. Yes, it'll be a fun live stream. It's always fun live streaming with Kendra, but this will be interesting. Like I say, I'll have to set up my laptop and my camera and everything in the kitchen and away from my sort of dungeon down here in the basement. But it's done. It's been done before, so we'll do it again. Yeah, cooking challenges are good, Aaron. We'll have to, like this before I saw you even come in through the community. Kendra and I have a series of monthly cooking video collab kind of things, where we were sharing recipes with each other and making each other's recipes kind of thing. And then we would make a video about it. And then we would all premiere our videos one after another once a month kind of thing. So hopefully we can get back into that at some point. It's one of those things that, everybody gets busy, and especially during the summer. So we haven't done it for a few months, but I'd like to revive that collaboration. And again, it's one of those, it's an open collab. So we've been trying to get we're trying to get as many channels to participate at the same time kind of thing. So I think at one point we had 4 different channels that were participating. So that would be one of those things where, I know Aaron does cooking videos. So, maybe you could join when we reboot that eventually. Yeah. Maybe plan another one for Christmas. Yep. It could be it's hard to say when we're going to actually have time to do it. But again, it's one of those things where those kind of collaborations are always fun. But again, everybody has their sort of, they have their own life going on, right? And that's just to be expected. So you can't expect that everyone can sort of participate every month. So we just put it on the back burner for now. So far what we've been doing is, we've been taking each other's recipes, low carb, keto, carnivore recipes, and we've traded recipes with each other. So like it started off with Kendra giving me a recipe and I gave Kendra a recipe. And then for a while, Paula from P&J's Homestead Adventure, she's sharing the link for the playlist here. She was part of it. And then some other channels were part of it, so that we were constantly giving each other different recipes to try. So, it was a lot of fun for sure. It's a great way to try new things that you might not have normally tried. I think I made, what was it that I made from Paula? Cream cheese, homemade cream cheese, was it? And then, there was all sorts of, I can't even remember all the different, the different things we made with that collaboration. So So ice cubes for sale at Aldi. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully we can bring that back at some point. But yeah, we'll do that live stream cook along with Kendra later in the month on the Wednesday night. I'll email you about that, Kendra, so we can sort of get the details of that sorted out. That'll be a live stream that we'll broadcast on both of our channels at the same time. So hopefully you can support both of those, obviously. And then lots of, like the list of stuffed chaffle ideas. And I think I saw Donna said back here, the Philly cheesesteak stuffed chaffle. That was a highly requested stuffed chaffle. What else did we have? Like I say, lots of different requests came in. Sloppy Joe's, pizza. What else? Philly cheesesteak was a big one. Apple pie. The one that actually got 2 or 3 requests was a chicken pot pie, right? And then, the meatball stuffed chaffle. Yeah, that's definitely one I want to try. Saw someone else come in here. North Dakota Carnivore Lance. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Do I have a link for the Stuffler? I do not. It was just I just ordered it off of Walmart.ca. So the Walmart website in Canada here. I have a feeling that it technically actually shipped out of the United States. But yeah, I ordered it through the Walmart website because it's one of the, I don't know what it is, but I tried to find it on Amazon, where you can usually find almost anything, and it was just not really available for some reason. And then when I finally looked online on the Walmart website, I actually found it for like $40 off the regular price. So it was good timing, I guess. So Reuben is absolutely on the list. I have done a Reuben chaffle before, so I do know how to make like a rye bread flavored chaffle for the outside. So we'll definitely be making a Reuben stuffed chaffle. Frittatas are amazing. I had one of those last night. At least once a week we have a frittata. So many ideas. Yes. The ideas that I got, it's funny, I was saying, I don't know where I said it the other night, maybe in Kendra's live stream on Tuesday, just the ideas and that I got from my first video and from the unboxing video. Just from that, I have ideas to make for probably 3 months. So never a bad thing to have more ideas than you have time to make it. So yes, that would suck to get another dud for sure. S'mores chaffle would be so good. Make the mix graham cracker flavored, keto marshmallows and chocolate. That is just that's obscene, Kendra. I would love to do it, but I don't think if I was to use keto marshmallows, I'd probably have to make them. I don't think I've ever seen them for sale here. I do know that there is brands that make them, but I've never actually seen them here. So that would be a good one for you to try for sure. When I bought my Stuffler, I got a second one for free. Not sure how. That's cool. That's nothing wrong with that. Carrie's here. It's good to see you, Carrie. Haven't seen you for a while. thanks for stopping by. Kendra's totally doing it. Well, I look forward to that. Like I said the other night in your live stream, you really should, I know it's a lot of work and it's hard to, balance it out. But I think if you were to make one or two of these recipes, or keep doing your shorts recipe videos, but once in a while make a long form recipe video, especially with the Stuffler, I think you'd find it does quite well. Like I say, the first one that I did with the Stuffler is, sitting at 1,800 views now. So it's definitely giving a little, putting a little bit of life back into the channel, which is to be expected, I guess, when you start using a new device. But it's definitely fun for sure. Chalk Zero has them if you're able to order them. I'll have to look and see if I can find them. Yeah, that is a good price for the Stuffler. Stufflers now, like if you look online now for the Stuffler, in Canada, they're over $100 now. So I don't know if it's the same thing or what, but they're definitely not cheap these days. That's for sure. And Paula says she'll take 2 the s'mores stuffed chaffles. Oh, Pete wants 3. Better get cooking, Kendra. I've been on light duty, so spending time wisely. 21st do pre-ops, and 27th, and I should have hernia surgery. Well, hopefully that goes well, Carrie. Like I say, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while, yeah, always good to see old friends here on the YouTubes. Could we do something to replicate Oreo cookie? There is, yeah. I know that Steve at Serious Keto, I think, was the first one to make like an Oreo cookie chaffle kind of thing. So we could probably incorporate his chaffle recipe into a stuffed chaffle kind of thing. So we'll maybe look at that, see if we can put something together. So, yep. Yeah. Like you say, you might as well try it, right? See how it works. If it works great, then it might be worth doing, every couple of weeks or whatever. So $44.99 on Amazon. See, that's weird. That, like I say, even if I go on Amazon.ca right now and I search Stuffler by Presto, like, first of all, it barely even comes up. Like, there's no featured items available for that. But there are a couple of buying options for it through third parties, so not shipped by Amazon. All of them, the lowest price I can see on Amazon.ca right now is $115. So, yeah. And even the one I bought off Walmart that was $40 off, was still kind of close to $100 kind of thing. So that is kind of weird. One thing I might have to do is that when we go down to Ketopalooza in October, I may have to see if I can pick up another one cheap in the States when I'm down there, just to have a backup kind of thing. So chocolate chaffle with cream in the middle. Oh man, you guys are killing me. It would definitely be good. Okay, Carrie's been working 2:30 to 11, so that's why I haven't been around. Yeah, life gets in the way of YouTube, that's for sure. I think they paid, Kendra thinks they paid $50 for yours. Crazy. And here we have the Carnivore Bar. It's good to see you. If you don't know who the Carnivore Bar is, they're a company that sells carnivore bars. So thanks for coming by the live stream. I definitely appreciate it. I know you work with Anita at Ketogenic Woman quite often. She's always touting your bars. Definitely would like to try them at some point. Again, it's one of those things, being in Canada makes things kind of tough for a lot of products, but thank you for coming to the live stream. What else we have to talk about? We can go over time a little bit tonight based on the fact that we had to cancel our the first live stream. So and North Dakota Carnivore Lance is saying the new carnivore bars are really good. Yeah, I've heard great things about them. And I'm also if I'm not mistaken, there are some that are a little bit cheaper than what they were at first, which is always a good thing, so that it makes it more affordable for people to try it. So that's always been sort of the problem here. There's a lot of products that I do like. Keto Brick, I really enjoy Keto Brick, but it's not feasible to buy it here. We do have some available on Switch Groceries here, but I definitely can't buy them straight from Keto Brick, because the shipping to Canada is more than the actual product. And then some other products can't even ship here. It's the same with any keto chow products or salty or any of that. I have started working with Salter, which is a different electrolyte company kind of thing. I think I've got. No, it's in the other room. But it's a different electrolyte company that I've been working with that I do prefer, just based on taste and stuff like that. But even that, the shipping coming into Canada is, it's a fair amount. The one nice thing is, if you live anywhere near, if you're in Canada, if you live near like a border town, you can usually set up a drop ship address that's in the United States. So you can have things sent, usually free shipping, to that address. And then you just have to go pick it up. You just have to cross the border. Like if you're going to go across the border for do some shopping for the day, you can stop in and pick up your packages, kind of thing. But even that is, it's one of those things where you have to make sure you're going to be going to that area at the right amount of time, because they don't hold packages forever, for sure. So Aaron's saying they have a bunch of keto chow, haven't used it in a while. Yep. I've never really been into keto chow necessarily. I'm not so much of I don't really like meal replacement type things like shakes and stuff like that. I've never really been into that. Usually with like Keto Brick and that, I'll take them and I'll melt them down and make like 10 little servings of that kind of stuff. So it's just a nice healthy treat whenever you want them. Personally, I just prefer to eat, a big steak or something, or hamburgers or stuff. I don't like to personally, and I don't have a need technically to replace meals. So that's just kind of my thing with keto chow. But yeah, it's a great product. Chris and Miriam put out great products. So it's not to say that it's not worth using. It's just doesn't fit my lifestyle kind of thing. But I have used it in chaffle recipes before, and it works great for that. Aaron lives near Niagara Falls. Yeah, we should, Aaron. Next time I'm going to go down to hang out with Kevin from Tuber Chat in Niagara Falls. Maybe you could jump across and we can hang out or whatever. We're always, I'm going down there every once in a while, we just go down for lunch or whatever and hang out down there. And we're definitely looking to have a meetup of some sort down there. So we'll definitely keep you in the loop for that one. Probably not too late for Carnivore Bar to talk to Ketopalooza, see if they want to be a vendor there. Yeah, I don't know sort of what the if they've sort of found all their vendors, or I'm sure they're always looking for more people to be vendors there. So I haven't even seen a list. I don't know if there is a list of who's going to be at Ketopalooza this year, but I can say that I am looking forward to it. Always looking forward to meeting sort of everybody that can make it to Ketopalooza. It's always a good time. It's like 300 other people that are, following the same lifestyle that you are. I've met Brenda at Ketopalooza in person, and then I've, met so many other people from YouTube there. Always a good time. And then the plan at this point too, which is, what I'm also sort of looking forward to just as much, is that on the way home, we're going to try and meet up with Kendra at a Buc-ee's, go check out the Buc-ee's in Ohio and, see what we can get up to there. We should try and do a vlog from Buc-ee's. That would be hilarious to do a vlog from a Buc-ee's gas station. I don't know about doing a live stream, but maybe we can do something. But yeah, looking forward to that trip for sure. And we're planning on going down the Monday of that week and hanging out in the area for a few days before Ketopalooza starts on the Thursday. So yeah, be a lot of fun. I haven't been down that well. Obviously, Ketopalooza didn't happen last year, so it's been a couple of years since we were down that way. So definitely looking forward to it. Carrie did a bunch of beef cheek meat in the Instant Pot yesterday. That does sound good for sure. Buc-ee's, yeah. Can we stay keto at Buc-ee's? Yeah, sure. Why not? We can walk around and say, yeah, this is keto, and we can buy this, and we can. I'm sure we can come up with some kind of video that we can do, and we can both release, our parts of it, kind of thing. So, because that's what I love to do, is vlogging in public, right? And if you can't tell that I'm being sarcastic. I have not looked yet. Yeah, I haven't looked at the website for a while for sure. Never been to a Buc-ee's. We went to a Buc-ee's 2 years ago after Ketopalooza. We did some more traveling throughout Kentucky. So we went to the new one there. And it, just like every other Buc-ee's, it's huge. And yes, you can, there's 30 or 40 different kinds of beef jerky there. So lots of stuff there, and the brisket and everything else for sure. And Lynn is going to be at KPL. Oh, that is exciting for sure. Kendra also hates recording in public for sure. I'm not a big fan, but yeah, we'll figure something out. Good night, Ruby. It's good to see you. We're going to wrap things up here too. I think we've made it to our hour on try number 2 here. Again, sorry for our sort of technical oops early on. I'll have to figure out what's going on with my mic kind of thing, but we'll get that figured out before the next live stream. BJ St. Pierre, thank you. Good night, everyone from up north in the woods, Michigan. Cool. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, the Walmart of rest stops for sure. Yeah. We were trying to talk Kendra into going, Evelyn, but I don't think it was going to work out for her this year, but one of these years, maybe we'll get her to come hang out with us at Ketopalooza. So that's why it actually works out pretty good for us, because we're going to come back up through Columbus on the way home. And then on our last day, we're going to go through where the Buc-ee's is in Ohio. And that's not too far from where Kendra is. So it sort of works out pretty good for us as far as our route coming home from Kentucky. So definitely wanted to make that work if she wasn't going to be able to make it to KPL. If we're going to be going right past, there's definitely we need to meet up in real life for sure. Feel I need a Buc-ee's t-shirt. Yes, lots of t-shirts for sure. Yeah, everyone stay safe if you're actually in the affected areas of the wildfires. Try and stay out of the smoke as best you can. Unfortunately, there's not a ton you can do about it right now, but stay safe for sure. Hanging out in Ohio. Yep, you'll be there. Get to meet. Yep, lots of people that we can hang out with at Ketopalooza for sure. Carrie's watching for 2KK. They haven't come on yet. Interesting. Usually they're on at 8:30, but maybe they're delayed tonight. Carrie did a keto chow custard, used beef gelatin with butter and butterscotch keto chow. That sounds amazing. Cool. Okay. Well, we're down to the bottom of the chat. Again, apologize for the start of this evening. I guess things do happen. So not sure if I'll be back live streaming next Thursday night. If I have the night available, I'll definitely try to. We are, Evelyn's saying 2KK canceled tonight. So thank you for that. Again, possibly this Sunday or next Sunday, we'll release the video. There will be a video this Sunday regardless, but whether or not it's the announcement of the giveaway, the 8K giveaway, it'll either be this Sunday or next. So we'll see what happens with that. I just got to put it together still. So definitely looking forward to that giveaway. Hopefully it'll be fun for everyone, and then something can win something fun. So we'll wrap it up for tonight, and we'll see everyone next week or Sunday night at 6:45 probably Eastern for another video premiere, for another recipe video basically. So enjoy the rest of your week. Stay cool, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Keep on thriving, my friends.